Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing a Q&A. I'm not a really big fan of Q&As, but I feel like I have not properly introduced myself as a YouTuber, and I feel like no one really knows my true personality. My sister actually had the idea, and she basically prepared me a bunch of questions and printed them out. I think there's like 17 in here or something. I don't know if we're gonna get to all of them today. I'm hoping I can kind of just zoom through them and we'll just see how it goes. I have no idea what these are. She wouldn't tell me anything about them, so I don't know like what these pertain to at all. On with the video. I'm just gonna take a lucky little grab into this mason jar. I don't know why I'm nervous, okay. And I'm also slightly illiterate, so if I'm stumbling over my words, I'm so sorry. Okay, so it says, what is something you've done that no one else has? I have no idea. Okay, wait, give me a second. I'm gonna pertain it to my household. I'm the only one to have broken a limb in my house. I broke my left arm at a friend's house. So yeah, question answered. On to the next one. What is the dumbest way you've been injured? I just answered this one. Okay, I guess I didn't explain how I broke my arm. So I was at a friend's house and we were playing like with these pillows, and she had a younger brother that was playing with us. And we were like just messing around. He like fell/jumped on me. I was like in middle school at the time, and then I fell back trying to catch both of us with my left hand, and it broke. And at the time it hurt so bad, and I had no idea like what was wrong with it. I was like, I didn't think like, oh, I broke my arm. So I had an overnighter at that house, so I like was going to sleep and I couldn't fall asleep because it hurt so bad, and like they tried putting ice on it. And then I had to ride my bike home that day because I rode my bike to their house because they lived like really close in town to me. So yeah, I ended up having to walk my bike home because it hurt too much to like put pressure on the handlebars. But yeah, that's definitely the dumbest way I've been injured. I broke my arm, and yeah, so on to the next one. What is your favorite place? Definitely Disney World for sure. For those of you that like know me personally, you know that Disney World is like my place to be. It's like, it's truly the happiest place on earth. If you could compare yourself with any animal, which would it be and why? Oh my god. Shoot, I really don't know. I'm just gonna compare myself to a dog. Not because they're anything like, I could compare myself to something like amazing, like, oh, like a gazelle or something, but like, I don't know. I've always loved dogs ever since I was little. And I don't know, they're just my favorite animal, so that's why I would compare myself to a dog, because I love them. What is your favorite cartoon character and why? Oh my god. I guess I would say SpongeBob. I don't know. He's just funny. I mean, SpongeBob is literally the best. Like, I don't even think SpongeBob is just a kid's show. I feel like anyone can watch SpongeBob and enjoy it, in my personal opinion. So definitely SpongeBob. All the songs in SpongeBob like are a bop. So what is your favorite season and why? I'm gonna go with winter for sure, because although I love summer and like going to Disney World, winter, I don't know, like I love to layer clothing. So like, you know me, this is a fashion channel and a lifestyle channel, so it's gotta be winter because it's the best clothing time. If you could have any let me retry that. If you could have any superpower, what would you have? I would definitely, I'm gonna go basic, I would fly. I'm scared of heights. I'm scared of heights. So that might contradict the power, but I don't know, I think flying would be cool, and maybe that would get rid of my fear. Next. What are the best and worst purchases you've ever made? I knew she was gonna ask this one because she knows which one is my worst purchase. She's just gonna roast me for it. My best purchase was definitely my phone. It's not even like the newest phone. It's like the iPhone 7 Plus or whatever. I think. Yeah, definitely my phone is my best purchase because everything revolves around technology these days. You need a phone, to be honest, whether you like it or not. The worst purchase, she knows what the answer is. It's probably the hair extensions that were actually featured in my last video. Not because they're bad quality, not because I don't like them, just because I never wear them. I don't have time to be putting those in my head. I like my hair better short. And they were $150. It might have been a little bit more. I paid for that again, so it's not like I'm wasting someone else's money. It was my money. I just regret it, if I'm being honest. Have you ever had an embarrassing fashion disaster? I feel like she would not have asked this question if I hadn't had one, so I feel like she knows one that I don't. I don't know. I don't really think this is a disaster, but once I got this white, like, it's a really pretty dress. It's like this summer sundress, but like, it was like a linen-y fabric, if that makes sense. But so I steamed it so many times, and so when I went to school, every time I would sit, it would crease like where you sat. So like, it constantly had wrinkles. It just looked like a mess. I don't really think it's a disaster because it's not like, oh, I ripped a hole in my pants or something. I mean, it's not that extreme, but I'm never gonna wear that dress again. So next, what's the most useless talent you have? Oh my god. Okay, I don't really have this talent anymore and it's kind of gross. But I used to be able to make myself burp on command, which is kind of nasty. I mean, it wasn't like a full like belch or anything. It was just like I could make myself do these little burps. And I don't think I can do it anymore. I'm not gonna try, but that's a talent that I guess is useless. So next, describe your dream first date. I've never been on a date and I'm almost 17. Which, you know what? Honestly, I'm not gonna cry about it because, I mean, I'm only 17. I just need to focus on myself before I can focus on other people. But let's get to the question. Describe your first dream date. Like, I'm pretty outgoing with the people that know me. I think I'm pretty fun to be around. But when like, I don't know, like if I were to first meet this guy that asked me out on a date, I would probably be scared, to be honest. So I would say movies, just because that way it's like, okay, we talked a little bit like on the car drive there or in the like previews or on the way back, whether we like the movie or not, but that way I don't actually have to talk during the date. Definitely don't ask me on a date out to eat because I hate eating in front of guys. I don't know what it is. Don't ask me out on like an eating date. Just don't. Not on the first one. Nope. What's your favorite movie? Definitely Labyrinth. You probably haven't heard of it. David Bowie's in it. And it's just, I'm not gonna explain it too much, but it's just about this girl who, you're gonna have to go check it out yourself because it's a bomb movie. The songs are great. Go check it out. Also, Moulin Rouge is a really good movie. I love movies with songs. So yeah. What's your most embarrassing school moment? This isn't like full on embarrassing, it's just like, what the frick, kind of. So this was like in 8th grade, and I was just having a bad day, wasn't in the mood, and like my teacher, he's obviously, those of you that know him, I'm not gonna say his name, but like, he's a great teacher, I loved him, but like, he was like asking me a question or something that I genuinely, like it was in front of the class, like I genuinely didn't know how to like answer it, and so I felt myself about to start crying, and then he's like, so I covered my face, and then he's like, oh, I can't hear you, you're gonna have to move your hand, and so I moved my hand, and I just went boom, like crying everywhere. Like it was not his fault. He felt really bad afterwards. He was like talking to me, and it was just a misunderstanding. I was just not in the mood. And so I full on started crying. That's not the first time I've cried in school. I have cried in school multiple times. It's not my proudest moment, but everyone has their bad days. What was your biggest screw up in the kitchen? She also knows this one. Okay, I'm obsessed with macarons, partly because of Disney World. If you've ever been to Disney World, you know it has the best food, but like macarons are so good. So I was watching a video on how to make macarons, and so I tried making it, and like those of you that make macarons or know anything about macarons, they're like the hardest dessert to possibly make. Like you breathe on them wrong and like they're done. They're not gonna taste right. So I tried doing that. Obviously, it was my first time baking macarons, had no idea what I was doing, and they tasted
horrible, like disgusting. Like, it almost ruined macarons for me.
So,
ew.
Can you sing? If so, sing us a song. What the heck? Okay, people tell me I can sing. I did choir. I'm not doing it this year, but I'm not singing you anything. So the answer is no, I guess. What is the funniest thing that has happened to you recently? I guess my life isn't that humorous. I mean, I don't really know. So, tell us about some of your animal rescues. Okay, so that's a little bit presumptuous. For those of you guys that do not know, I'm obsessed with animals. I love animals. I'm not a vegetarian. I really want to be, but right now I'm living obviously with my mom. I'm a kid, so I don't have like the sources to like have my mom cater to what I want to eat. But that's besides the point. I'm obsessed with animals. I've always loved animals ever since I was little. My heart just like breaks whenever I see an animal in pain or in agony. So whenever I find like a baby bird outside that's like being attacked by a cat, or like I found one's being eaten by ants, yeah, I guess I can't like just leave him there, or her, we don't know. I can't leave them there, so I always call this woman who rehabilitates birds and other animals. And so yeah, I never just let one die. That's not an option in this house. Even though that this rehabilitator rescues, what's the word? She rescues obviously wild animals that are like in pain, and basically doesn't obviously rescue domestic animals like dogs or whatever. She's not gonna rescue those. But I found this bunny, and it wasn't like a wild bunny, it was like a regular house rabbit that was sitting outside of our house, and it wasn't like moving around. So my dad actually found it while I was at school one day, and I was like being picked up from cross country practice, and he's like, yeah, we found a bunny, and it's like just behind our grill, just sitting there. And so I was like, what are we gonna do? Like, she doesn't take the rabbits. Who are we just gonna give a random rabbit to, you know? Like, I called the woman and I was like, listen, I know you can't take the rabbit because that's not what your profession is. And I know that you're already kind of overrun with a lot of animals that you have to take care of. But can you please just give me some advice on what to do with this rabbit? Because I would like hate to just leave him there, or her. And so she told me that she would be willing to take the rabbit because she knew that a place where it could go and get adopted and like spayed and neutered. So that's what we ended up doing, but I had to like take care of the rabbit for a few days in our garage. And so I had to feed, I think it was a girl, so I had to feed her like lettuce and stuff, like what we had on deck. I think the rabbit eventually got adopted the last time I talked to her, but yeah, I've had many rescue missions. Like, I think it's like 11, more than that. There have been a few animals that I've rescued and they didn't make it with her, unfortunately, which always breaks my heart. But at the end of the day, like, I can only do so much. It's partly the circle of life, so yeah. I forgot to answer one of them. Let's go back. What's the funniest thing that has happened to you recently? You know what? You guys answer that question. What is the funniest thing that has happened to you guys recently? Because I can't think of one. You answer that question. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys got to understand a little bit more about me and who I am as a person. This isn't my usual content, but I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope that you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe. So I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I hope you guys are all staying safe. Bye guys!